we get bored in the salon because we're never trying anything new. If you stay educated, it gets you excited. It gets you wanting to try something new. You try that new thing on your guests, then all of a sudden you have a higher average ticket. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's podcast. So today we're going to do a color technique and we're going to do a cut technique. We're going to do like a peach flavored long bob. What I want to do is I want to add some neutrals into it, use some Joico color intensity to really pop some vibrancy in it. So just really to have some fun with you guys today. I can see all of you guys in the chat, so I'm excited about that. Again, the technique's going to be a long bob. We're going to do dry cutting with it. It's going to be a video, so it's going to roll through, but I'm going to be on here live so I can answer your guys' questions as it goes, and then at the end, I'll answer your questions as well. Just a heads up, this podcast is brought to you by my friends at MinervaBeauty.com. They're having some crazy sales right now, guys, because of the fact of everything that's going on. They want to help the industry. Literally 50% off a ton of stuff on their site, and I think it's 20% off site-wide right now. So if you guys are looking for anything, color trays, anything to make your salon look better, this is a picture of my salon, and it's all Minerva furniture there, from the color processors to the chairs to the mirrors to everything. So if you guys are looking to upgrade, you're looking to do that stuff, then now's your chance to get a super good deal. MinervaBeauty.com/FSE. Now, this video is also sponsored by Joico, so we're going to use all Joico products today. So if you use those in the salon, then you're in luck. Otherwise, grab maybe it'll inspire you to get some Joico products. If not, you can also, don't take this as it's the only way to do it. Think about the color technique. You don't have to use intensity colors. You could also use, demi colors. You could use permanent color. So there's a ton of different options available for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the first video. This is going to be the color technique. Ask your questions so I can see them, so I can see what you guys want to, get out of it. And then I'll jump on here, answer it, and we'll kind of play it by ear that way. So here is the technique. Let's get started. Here we go. Color formula for this video is pretty simple. It's a 9NV 5 volume. This is a Joico Demi hair color. It's got a gel-like consistency. Also, I'm using the Joico Color Intensity Peach tone on the bottom. So what I want to do to create the technique for this cut that I'm doing, this one's going to be more of like a shaggy long bob. So I wanted to create a really deep triangle section on the very top, which is going to be the 9NV, and then I'm going to paint the peach tone all over the bottom. Now this particular guest was set up with a current root already. So you can see that there's a shadowy root involved. So it's great for a client that's looking for something fun, something new. If you needed to paint that root. Okay, wait. So one thing I want to talk to you guys about real quick before we go further with this technique is the fact that obviously this is a pre-lightened hair color. So this would be somebody that comes into the salon that already has blonde hair and you're just trying to give it a little flavor, give it a little toning, or this could be a toning technique as well for your guests. So understand that we do some pre-toning, we do some coloring. This could be a blonde. This could be somebody that's looking to just change it up a little bit. They have a little bit of root. So know that there's multiple options, but what I would do in this salon is make sure that maybe this is a highlight first, and then I'm going to go in and do this technique. And you can use any highlighting technique that you want, or if they already have blonde hair, obviously you can go ahead that way. So let's keep it rolling. Color formula for this video is pretty simple. It's a 9NV. I'm going to fast forward. Sorry, guys. First time. The technique for this cut that I'm doing, this one's going to be more of like a shaggy long bob. So I wanted to create a really deep triangle section on the very top, which is going to be the 9NV. And then I'm going to paint the peach tone all over the bottom. Now this this particular guest was set up with a current root already. So you can see that there's a shadowy root involved. So it's great for a client that's looking for something fun, something new. If you needed to paint that root on because they have gray hair, you could always do that and then paint whatever tone you wanted throughout the ends. Always want to make these techniques salon friendly. But because there's already a root and there isn't gray in this situation, I'm just going to paint the peach all the way through. Now this peach tone is really going to pop underneath that triangle, but also know that I know I'm going to cut this hair shorter. So if I wasn't going to cut this hair shorter, I'd do a little more blending, probably wouldn't do all that peach on the bottom and then have that blonde on top, because I wouldn't want it to just poke out of the bottom throughout the entire color. If that's your thing, that's cool. But for me, I would like to break it up. If I was going to keep her hair long, I'd probably do different vertical straps with the technique. Probably go 9 and V, scalp to ends, and then do peach, strap of peach, and then do 9 and V, scalp to ends again, just to add a little bit of dimension to the color. Because I'm going to cut it short, I'm doing the peach underneath because I don't want it to get lost. I want it to be really fun. So I'm painting that all the way through the entire bottom of the head. Joico Intensity is awesome. It's a very conditioning color. Saturates really well. It's also got glitter in it, which was a pretty fascinating thing to me. Not really sure what glitter is doing in there. I'm guessing just for the fun of it. Because it doesn't stay in, obviously, when the color is done. So now I go in with the 9NV throughout the entire top section. It's really just toning it out. Adds a really nice smoky feel to it. Violety hue on the top. And I paint that through the entire thing. And that's pretty much the technique. It's super simple, but also know that there could be more work involved if you have a different root situation. So if there is gray, then I'd go with the dimensional deposit, paint the root, paint the peach on, and then do the 9NV on the top as well. So I wouldn't change a whole lot, but depending on what their situation was. So I section that up, let it process for 20 minutes, and then I get my end result. I'm going to go through with the wand and curl it up so you can see that kind of come to life. You'll also see the haircut. If you want to see this full haircut, go to fseondemand.com and you can watch the full collection, 3 colors, 3 dry haircuts, including this one. You can check it out on there. So I use the Joico Beach Shake. It's a texture spray. I spray that in, add a ton of texture and life to it. You can see how that color comes to life with the cut. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, so we're actually going to learn this cut now. So here we go. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that color. Any questions about it, post those in the comment section. I can see you on YouTube, Facebook, all of that. Now we're going to go into the cut, so I'm going to show you guys how to really finish off that look. But I hope you like the color. That's honestly one of my favorite colors I've probably ever done, just because I feel like the tones really melt together so well. So I hope you guys liked it. So it was 9NV Joico Lumishine, the Demi, and then I used the peach tone Joico Color Intensity for that. So, all right. Are you guys ready to see the cut? The cut's really fun. It's been one of our most popular cuts that I've done on the channel. So I'm going to show you guys that now. Are we ready? Here we go. Today I've got a fun cut for you guys. This one is going to be a long bob, like extra long. It's going to be all... Today I've got a fun cut for you guys. This one is going to be a long bob, like extra long. It's going to be all dry cutting. So the way that we're going to start it off is I go a little bit above occipital bone, kind of straight with the jawline, and I start by cutting a blunt line. Now my blunt line is in a triangular form, so it kind of follows that jawline as well. So you can see a really good shot of it here. So it starts off a little shorter up by the nape in the very center, and then it gets longer towards the edge. And then what I do is I go through and I do a tease cutting technique, which is a half open, half close of the scissor. I'm using the Beck Scissor version 1. Yes, I got my own scissor created by Mizutani, but it's mine. I designed the whole thing. So if you guys are looking for that, it is for sale. It's in stock and shipping, 5.5 inches. And it's really great for dry cutting and wet cutting. So I'm going to show you guys the versatility of it in this cut. everything is being over-directed straight back to the center point. So I over-direct everything straight back, I cut it, and you could see how those the layers get longer and longer towards behind the ear, and then I go through and I define it. So I think a lot of people worry about that outer perimeter, and I talk about this a lot, but you can't worry about the outer perimeter when you're cutting the interior part of the cut. So just focus on getting your shape right on the interior, and then go out and cut that perimeter later. So when I start off the cut, I do more of a tight tease cutting technique. It's very small strokes with the scissor. When I go to this longer portion of the cut, I'm trying to create a little more freedom and air in the shape. So I do a heavier stroke or a longer stroke with the razor, and I go in and still half open, half close, but you are cutting a line. So I bring everything straight back from the head. It's not going to the center back of the head. It's going straight back, and I cut it, and you can see that line that we're creating. It's that asymmetrical A-line shape in the very front, but look how long it is. So this is a great haircut for that client that it's kind of afraid of change, but they're looking for something new. They could still hit a curling iron on it. They could still pull it back into a ponytail if they wanted to. It'd be a small one, but they could. So go through tease cutting technique, over directing everything back, and really making it pop. Also, this color is part of this collection as well. So if you want to see the color technique, go to FSE on demand. You can see the full collection on there. It's all put together. 3 colors, 3 cuts, and they're all dry cuts. So still over directing everything back and cutting with that tease cutting technique. If you guys are wondering how to do the tease cutting technique, just hit the search button and type in tease cutting. Done many videos on this technique, but it's really simple. It's a half open, half closed. So as you go into the hair, you close the scissor halfway, and then you bring it back out. Now I'm going through with a point cutting technique. This is only because when you do tease cutting, especially with a heavier stroke, you get a pretty frayed it's like doing a super extreme point cut, right? So I go in with actual point cutting, and I just clean that edge up to get a nice clean shape to the haircut. So tease cutting is like a fast way to go through and get your shape, but then point cutting kind of helps refine it a little bit. Like I said, my scissor is really versatile for doing dry cutting and wet cutting. That's why I wanted to put out a whole dry cutting collection, because you know, a lot of people are asking, like, what's a good all-around scissor? Well, I have definitely created that at this point. So now I'm doing slide cutting. So pretty much this entire haircut is a half open, half close. I go through, I pinch the hair where I believe I want it to blend. And even this has a lot to do with the hair color, because I just want to showcase some of that peach coming through. So I create some more layering to show that off. So now I hit it at the end with a wand iron facing down, and I just kind of curl everything off of the face. And then I'm going to hit it with the Joico Beach Shake Spray, which is a texture spray. So once you get those curls in the hair and you put this product on it, it just brings the whole texture to life. It's also great for curly hair as well. So, but you can see how much texture gets created in that. Hope you guys like the cut. Remember, if you want to pick up my scissor, go to freesaloneducation.com. You can check it out on there. Thank you so much for watching. you guys can't hear me talking. Literally everything I just said. I was on mute. I could hear myself, but you couldn't hear me. All right. So what I was saying, and I'll just say it again, so for you guys, is tease cutting, half open, half closed, right? So, sorry. Half open, half closed. So you push the hair forward and use the half closing motion as you tease forward. Then as you come back, then you tease forward again. So you're just moving the scissor back and forth. And as you push in, you close halfway and release it. Close halfway. What that does is it creates a nice broken line. And then what I was doing in that technique was I was bringing everything back, over directing it back. So it was pushing that weight forward. So then I went in with point cutting through it. That gave me a little bit more of a line. And then at the very end, I did that slide cutting, which took out even more of that extra weight that I pushed forward. And then it allowed me to also, like I said, expose the color. So I'm glad some of you guys hung in there during my no voice segment. Any other questions? I feel like today wasn't my best streaming. Usually I'm pretty good at all these buttons, but today not so much. But you know what? There's always tomorrow. So I hope you guys are enjoying these live streams. I'm enjoying doing them. I think I like kind of going back to some of these. I've made 950 videos for you guys for, over the last 6 years. And it's just fun to kind of revisit some of my favorites and think about things a little bit differently, because things that I was doing 6 years ago, some of the things I still agree with, some of the things I've grown and changed a little bit. So it's fun to go over these things with you guys and share some of these techniques, especially going live every day. It's just hard to do something new every single day, but bringing up some of this stuff that a lot of you guys haven't even seen because you don't go back that far, and I understand it. So I hope you're enjoying these. Let me know. Hope you got a kick out of today, because we all need a laugh around these times. So more live streams to come. I don't even know what day it is today, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's going to be the weekend or whatever. We're going to do this stuff because every day's the same now. So we'll keep going. I got a big announcement coming up. You guys probably saw me tease it on Instagram. So those of you guys, it's coming so soon. I don't know the exact time. I'm just waiting for the approvals in the App Store, but there's something big coming, and I can't wait for you guys to go enjoy it, sign up for it. It'll obviously be free, so just be excited for what's coming from Free Salon Education. So thank you guys so much. Stay healthy, stay inside, and I'll see you guys on the next. Let's see. The next show. Thank you. Chris and I can't wait for the app either. I will keep doing this. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thank you for telling me it's Friday. I knew that. I knew it was Friday. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.